I always have this question, and I shudder to even ask you it because you're always right on this stuff, and I know what the answer I think is going to be. But okay, the Democratic Party, let's say they get wiped out at the midterms. It's clear people don't want CRT. They don't want LGBTQ stuff pushed on kids. People don't want high gas prices and inflation, obviously. Does the Democratic Party take a bloody beating at the midterms and then have a come to Jesus meeting and say, hey, we've gotten way out of bounds here. Let's at least get back to being like a Bill Clinton kind of party, or do they continue just to nosedive right into the mountain?
I mean, look, I would love it if they one day woke up and decided to jettison their own radicals, but I think that's a pipe dream. They're going in one direction. I mean, we call it, progressivism for a reason. It's heading in a direction, and you can't just put it on pause and rewind. That doesn't really occur. There are moments like the moment in the '90s where some folks decided to retool the Democratic Party, in order to fit better with the times, and kind of Bill Clinton and Al Gore were the product of that, the Democratic Leadership Council, but. It's not an accident that the Democratic Leadership Council, the same group of folks who are kind of, let's say, moderate Dems in the '90s, they closed up shop a number of years ago. That organization literally closed its doors, and now the Democratic Party is being led by its activists, but also its donors. I mean, let's not forget. I think I've said before that the key fact of modern political life in America is that the Democratic Party is being pushed to the left by its donor base, and the Republican Party is being pushed to the left by its donor base.
Man, that's actually really true. Okay, so explain to me this, though, Dave. I mean, you've got a big tech guy. I mean, as soon as you say Democratic donors, everyone's thinking, Google, Facebook, all these type of guys. Why so hard left? I can understand some techie nerd from Silicon Valley wanting to be a little bit to the left, but full-blown street communism like we see now, what's the obsession with that?
Well, I'm not sure they see it that way. I'm not sure they immediately associate full-blown street communism. I think when you're dealing with a lot of these tech folks, they are poorly educated. They're poorly educated to not know a damn thing about what happened in the 20th century, specifically when it comes to communism. I mean, you know better than anyone what the kids are taught, and they're just not taught that, especially at a college level. So you've got that combined with tech people who are notoriously, let's say, susceptible to abstractions. They make a living, by definition, creating a world and maintaining a world that does not exist in tangible reality. So these are exactly the people who would go and be taken by philosophies that have no tie to the real world.
Jesse Kelly Breaks History: The Forgotten Genocide. Available now on the First TV app.